Hello, my love. Today is feeling really, really fun energetically. I don't know about you, but I am feeling the start of this new cycle. Those of you who haven't been paying attention when it comes to numerology and astrology and all the different calendars, the new year didn't really start on January 1st because it never really does. That's not a very natural, or it's not a new year that makes sense. It's much more of the Roman New Year. It's more of the political New Year. But when we flow with the cycles, the new year either starts at the beginning of spring, which is different depending on which part of the world you're in, or if we look at the lunar new year, it starts in a couple of weeks. And I just started a new reset challenge with some of my community, and we are bringing a lot of things to the surface that have happened, that have gone down, that have been pretty rough just in the past year, let alone the last 9 years. And we are activating and utilizing that pain energy, that hurt energy, that grief energy. And we are, because I don't know if you know this, but all emotion is energy. And energy cannot be removed. You cannot get rid of a negative emotion. You cannot remove it from your life. You can't. But you can transform it. You can change it. The reason that we have these horrible experiences, as horrible as they can be, is because we're meant to use them. We're meant to use the lesson of them. We're meant to use the energy of the emotion that brings up in us because of them to fuel the action, the behaviors, the new belief systems, the new stories that we tell ourselves, to brainwash ourselves to build the life we really want. Because let's face it, I don't know if you can agree with this. Maybe if you're hearing this message, you need to hear it today, because when was the last time you made massive action towards the goals that you have, whether it's the relationship that you want, or the money that you want to manifest, or the new job that you want to get, or the fit, gorgeous body that you want to have? When was the last time that you took massive action from comfort? When you took massive action from feeling really calm and peaceful and just is what it is. Can't really change things. It's not really active energy, is it? And that's because we are more motivated by pain than we are by pleasure, until a point. And this is what I want you to hear today. If this is reaching you, this is for you. We can be motivated by pleasure. But until we stop making our pain wrong and bad and like it's not supposed to exist, and like it means there's something terribly, awfully broken about us, until we stop doing that and telling ourselves that and believing in that and trying to fix it and heal it, and instead use the pain, use the negative emotion to transform it, to change it, to fuel the things that are going to do the life-changing rewiring of the brain, of the energy, whatever you believe, because the science and the spiritual worlds agree. Until you stop making it wrong or bad, that life is crappy sometimes, and you start going, wait, what if all the crappiness is meant to be the fuel for the fire to create my new life? And that is when you will be more driven by your pleasures, more driven by the possibilities, than by constantly having to experience pain and failure and hurt and heartbreak and all the things that suck. So, if you have been experiencing a lot of these experiences and you feel like maybe you just keep having similar things happen again in relationships, that the same story keeps playing out, or the same sabotage keeps coming up when you finally almost get that body that you wanted, or that physical health feeling that you really are chasing to have again, or the money that you wanted, except it keeps getting to a point and then a new bill comes through, or the car breaks down, or your ex leaves you and takes half, or whatever it is. if you keep repeating these cycles and keep feeling like, ugh, no matter what I do, no matter what I do, no matter what I do, I'm back to the beginning, but you never are. You are always moving forward, and the time that you stop making that loop bad or wrong, or that it means that you're broken, when you stop telling that story and you start telling a story of, hold on, each time I loop, it's because I've got to go back and get a little bit of information from the loop. I've got to stop making it wrong, which means you'll do it less. But the mind, the being, is so much more accustomed to beating ourselves up, to falling into drama, to falling into sabotage, to falling into chaos, or to falling into not being worthy. We're used to that. We're used to that. Maybe you were brought up in an environment like that. Maybe it's because the whole freaking world is constantly telling you that you're not good enough through media and magazines and social media and all the things. We are accustomed to that. Our belief systems, our brain chemistry is accustomed to going back to that loop of things not working, of failing, of feeling like we're not good enough. And there is power in that. The moment we stop making it wrong that it's happening, the moment we stop trying to fix it or heal it or resolve it or make it go away, because you cannot make the pain go away, the darkness go away, and experience the full joy and deliciousness of the light. You cannot have both in existence, if that makes sense. You cannot have one without the other, so you cannot get rid of one and have the other. You can only know how good the light and the happiness feels if you allow yourself to feel the pain, to go there, to accept it, to, dare I say it, actually love that experience, to be grateful for that experience because it's shown you the intensity of the opposite so that you can start to experience the intensity of the good side of it. Oh. So if you have been telling a story that every time you sabotage, every time you give up on the diet, every time you don't go to the gym, every time you experience a similar situation in your relationships, or they fall apart, or you're heartbroken again, cheated on again, betrayed again, discarded again, every time you mess up with your money or your business doesn't grow the way you thought it would, or compared to other people, stop comparing yourself to other people. Side note, I digress. Every time you do that, instead of making that wrong or bad, can you say, oh, I'm doing that again. What am I looping back for now? Am I looping back because I need to gather a little bit more information from what I was supposed to learn from that? Or am I aware that I'm looping back? So this time I can stop it and go, hey, I love you for looping. I know you're trying to find safety in that familiarity. I know that that feels more normal than us moving towards possibility and pleasure and enjoyment and desire. What if this loop, this time, this day, it's because you're supposed to catch it and go, hey, that's okay. That's okay. Just going to gather the lesson. I'm going to love myself for looping. That's okay. It's part of it. And after I've done that and changed that story, I'm going to go, where am I heading? And what's the gap between where I'm at now and where that version of me is? What's she doing that I'm not? What's she saying in her mind that I'm not? What's she feeling in her body that I'm not right now? And how can I use the activation of the emotion, of the energy, of the loop, of the, oh God, I failed again, of the, oh, why is it not working? Why me? Pause that. Pull the energy from it and direct it towards what's something that I would be doing as her who has it all. How can I use that energy to do that now? I wonder what could happen if you did that more. Interrupt the loop with love and compassion and care and forgiveness. Redirect the energy of that negative emotion in a new direction and ask, What could I do today with that energy to close the gap between who I am now, what I'm doing now in my mind, what I'm doing now in my day-to-day life, what I'm doing now with my health, what I'm doing now with the story that I tell, what I'm doing now in my relationships, and what I would be doing if I had the life I really want, if I had the love I really want, if I had the health I really want. Interrupt the pattern with love. Redirect the energy in a new direction and use that energy to take new aligned action to close the gap. I wonder what could happen if you did. Oh, it feels really good. The year of the fire horse is about to begin, and we are harnessing that fire energy so that you don't just get taken off on a frickin' ride that you have no control over on the back of a horse that's lit on fire, lit on fire, and you have no idea where it's taking you. Harness the energy. Don't go into this unconsciously, guys. This is the time to take action, to stop making yourself broken just because that might be a familiar pattern that you learnt. It doesn't have to be yours. And redirect that beautiful energy of the emotion, whatever that emotion is for you, to closing the gap to where you want to be. And if you want help with this, you know where I am. Lovely Radical Academy is open every week for you to step in and take action and have support all along the beautiful, lovely way. Links will be in the description as always. And until then, love you guys. You're amazing. I'll see you on the next one.